The United States has significantly enhanced its military presence in the South China Sea, a region that has become a focal point of geopolitical tension. This deployment includes advanced warships equipped with the latest technology, long-range bombers capable of striking targets from great distances, and cutting-edge missile defense systems designed to intercept and neutralize potential threats. This action is a clear signal of America's commitment to countering what it perceives as Chinese aggression in the region. The presence of these formidable assets is meant to reassure allies and deter adversaries. The move has sparked immediate concern from Beijing, escalating existing tensions between the two global superpowers. Chinese officials have expressed their discontent, viewing the deployment as a provocative act. The deployment comes amidst growing anxieties over China's expansive territorial claims in the region. These claims have been a source of friction for years, with multiple nations contesting China's assertions. These claims are delineated by the controversial 9-dash line, a demarcation that encompasses nearly the entire South China Sea. This line has been a point of contention, drawing criticism and opposition from various countries. This claim directly challenges the sovereignty of several Southeast Asian nations, including the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Brunei. These countries have their own territorial claims and have been vocal in their opposition to China's expansive assertions. The situation remains tense, with the potential for further escalation if diplomatic solutions are not found. The weaponry deployed by the United States is not merely a symbolic gesture, it is a clear demonstration of military might and strategic intent. It represents a credible and potent force projection capability, showcasing the ability to respond to threats swiftly and decisively. Take, for instance, the deployment of the Arleigh Burke-class destroyers. These vessels are the backbone of the US Navy's surface fleet. These warships are equipped with the Aegis combat system, a sophisticated radar and missile defense platform capable of tracking and engaging multiple airborne threats simultaneously. This system provides a robust shield against enemy aircraft and missiles, ensuring the safety of the fleet and enhancing overall mission success. Then there are the Virginia-class submarines. These advanced submarines are designed for stealth and versatility, capable of performing a variety of missions. These underwater behemoths are armed with Tomahawk cruise missiles, giving the US a significant long-range strike capability in the region. The Tomahawk missiles can be launched from a submerged position, making it difficult for adversaries to detect and counter the threat. These missiles can hit targets deep within enemy territory with pinpoint accuracy. Their precision and destructive power make them a formidable tool in the US military arsenal. Their presence underscores the United States' commitment to maintaining a credible deterrent against any potential Chinese aggression. By patrolling disputed waters and maintaining a visible presence, the US Navy sends a clear message of resolve and readiness to defend its interests and those of its allies. The South China Sea is not just a geopolitical chessboard for the United States and China. It's a region teeming with nations that have their own interests and anxieties. The Philippines, for example, has been locked in a tense standoff with China over the Scarborough Shoal, a rich fishing ground within its exclusive economic zone. Vietnam, too, has witnessed an uptick in Chinese assertiveness. Chinese Coast Guard vessels have become increasingly bold in their harassment of Vietnamese fishing boats operating near the Paracel Islands, another disputed territory. Malaysia and Brunei, while less vocal in their opposition to China's claims, are also wary of Beijing's growing dominance in the region. At the heart of the South China Sea dispute lies the 9-dash line. This vaguely defined demarcation line, etched on Chinese maps since the 1940s, represents Beijing's historical claim to nearly 90% of the South China Sea. China asserts that its fishermen have plied these waters for centuries, granting it historical rights to the resources within. However, this claim has been widely disputed by the international community. In 2016, an international tribunal in The Hague ruled against China's claims in the South China Sea, asserting that they had no legal basis. Beijing, however, rejected the ruling, asserting that the tribunal had no jurisdiction over the matter. American interests, a trifecta of power, commerce, and ideals. America's involvement in the South China Sea is driven by a confluence of factors, each interwoven to form a complex tapestry of strategic interests. Firstly, it's a demonstration of power. The United States leverages its military might to project strength and maintain a balance of power in the region. By deploying its military assets to the region, the United States aims to reassure its allies and partners of its commitment to their security. This presence is a signal to both friends and foes that America stands ready to defend its interests and those of its allies. This show of force is also meant to deter China from any potential military adventurism. The strategic positioning of US forces serves as a counterbalance to China's growing influence and military capabilities in the area. Secondly, there are significant economic interests at stake. The South China Sea is not just a geopolitical hotspot, but also an economic lifeline. The South China Sea is a vital artery of global trade, with trillions of dollars worth of goods transiting through its waters annually. This makes it one of the most important maritime regions in the world. The uninterrupted flow of commerce through these waters is crucial for the global economy. Any disruption could have far-reaching consequences, affecting markets and economies worldwide. The United States has a vested interest in ensuring the free flow of commerce through this region. By maintaining a presence, America helps to safeguard these critical shipping lanes, ensuring that trade continues unimpeded and that the global economy remains stable. Teetering on the brink, the perilous path of escalation. The deployment of American firepower to the South China Sea carries with it the inherent risk of escalation. The presence of such potent military assets in close proximity to Chinese forces creates a volatile environment where miscalculation or accident could spark a wider conflict. Furthermore, the deployment could embolden regional actors, leading to a more assertive stance against China. This could further inflame tensions and complicate efforts to find a peaceful resolution to the dispute. The stakes are incredibly high, and the margin for error is razor thin. The international community has reacted with a mixture of concern and caution to the increased militarization of the South China Sea. While some nations, particularly those allied with the United States, have welcomed the move as a necessary counterbalance to Chinese assertiveness, others have expressed anxieties about the potential for escalation. Within Southeast Asia, the reactions have been more nuanced. While some countries welcome the US presence as a deterrent against China's growing influence, others fear being caught in the crossfire of a potential great power rivalry. The spectre of conflict, a dangerous game of brinkmanship. The current situation in the South China Sea is a dangerous game of brinkmanship. Both the United States and China are engaged in a high-stakes standoff, each seeking to assert its dominance while avoiding a catastrophic conflict. The risk of miscalculation is high. A military confrontation between the world's two largest economies would be devastating, not just for the region, but for the entire world. The economic fallout would be catastrophic, disrupting global trade and plunging the world into recession. Section 9, the path of dialogue. Despite the heightened tensions, it is not too late to avert disaster. The path to peace lies in dialogue and diplomacy. The United States and China must engage in direct and meaningful negotiations to address their differences and find common ground. Regional forums, such as the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, can play a crucial role in facilitating dialogue and building trust between the competing parties. A multilateral approach involving all stakeholders is essential for finding a lasting solution to the South China Sea dispute. A call for reason, choosing diplomacy over destruction. The world watches with bated breath as the situation in the South China Sea unfolds. The stakes have never been higher. The choice before us is clear: diplomacy or destruction. We must choose wisely. The path of conflict offers only the bleak promise of suffering and ruin. The path of diplomacy, while arduous, offers a glimmer of hope. Let us choose hope. Let us choose peace. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this critical issue. Please subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis and commentary on global affairs.